What's good, people? Welcome back to another video on 8 Count. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the recently announced trilogy fight between Canelo and Triple G. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment down below, let me know who you think is going to win the trilogy and why, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. And let's get straight into it, guys. I think this fight kind of came out of the blue. We knew they were looking at scheduling Canelo Triple G for the trilogy if Canelo was to beat Dimitri Bivol a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, it didn't go his way in the end, and it was kind of a poor performance from Canelo, all things considered, in my opinion. I thought they were going to rebook the Bivol rematch straight away, but it turns out they're looking to do that one down the line now. They're going straight to the Gennady-Golovkin trilogy fight, which, you know, it's been a while since they last fought. 2018, sorry. So yeah, it's been, you know, I think Canelo has looked at kind of waiting him out and aging him out of it. But the fight's going to happen. I think, you know, in terms of, is this the right thing to do? I'm not too sure. I think it's a fight which everyone wanted to see, you know, a couple years ago, but I still think the first for the fight is there, considering how the first two went. In my opinion, I scored the first one clearly in favour for Triple G, I think, like most people. And the second fight I thought was a lot closer, but I think I did give it to Triple G in the end. I think Canelo did some great work and adjusted well in the second fight, but I still felt Triple G was the better fighter on the night. Either way, Canelo got the decision, so fair play to him. For Gennady-Golovkin coming into this fight, you know, I think this is his last shot now at a big payday. And as Canelo would say, payday. But no, for me, I'm happy for Triple G because, you know, at his age now, he's probably not got too much longer left in the tank. Like, and I think, you know, for him to have this one massive last payday is going to be great for him. How competitive is this fight going to be? I'm not too sure. I'm really not. I think if you're coming from a Canelo standpoint, you'll be looking at the last fight for Golovkin. If I can find my mouse, where are you? Yeah, for the last fight for Golovkin, when he beat Murata in the ninth round via TKO. I remember watching that fight, and you know, I think Triple G definitely looked his age at times in that fight. I thought Murata did a great job getting on the front foot, putting a lot of pressure on Triple G. And at times I felt like Triple G was kind of overwhelmed. I think he looked kind of vulnerable to the body at times, which is something I never really thought, you know, in his prime was a problem. But yeah, for Canelo, I think he was looking at that fight. You saw Murata at times was able to outwork him early on, and I think he'll believe that, you know, his pressure and his style is going to play dividends on a night. For Triple G, he's going to have the same sort of optimism looking at Canelo's last fight against Bivol, and he saw that Bivol was able to kind of outwork Canelo, you know, using a lot of straights, and he was kind of able to stop the pressure of Canelo a lot of the times. Canelo has a lot of success getting people back onto the ropes. Bivol was never content sitting with his back on the ropes. He was always moving out. And, you know, he was also doing a lot of good jobs at pushing back Canelo. And if Canelo was firing, he was definitely, you know, firing straight back after the combinations. And I think he did a really good job at, you know, kind of like neutralizing the pressure style of Canelo Alvarez and kind of made Canelo pay for anything he did in the ring. For me, was it a A-level Canelo performance? Definitely not. I think he's had much better performances in the past, and I think, you know, the way he came out of the fight kind of thinking that he won, I'd be surprised if he still feels that way looking back at the fight now. I think there's definitely a way for him to win the Bivol fight, but his game plan was just all wrong on the night for me. But yes, these two's coming together now. I like the fight for, as I said, the payday for Triple G. It's more of a legacy fight, I guess you could say, for Canelo to get another win over Triple G. But I'm not sure if I do like the fight happening, just because of the competitiveness of the fight. I really think, you know, you saw a resilient Triple G who was unfazed by the power of Canelo Alvarez in the first two fights. But I am a bit wary of whether that is going to be the fact now. I do think that, you know, against Murata, he looked like the punishment he took was having more effect on him, and he didn't take that much punishment. It was just the shots that Murata were landing were having much more effect than I thought they would have coming into the fight. For Triple G, I think it's an uphill battle. I think the age has definitely caught up to him. I think it's going to be a tough fight. But I'm not ruling him out. I don't like the fact the fight's happening now. I wish it happened a couple of years ago. But it wasn't meant to be. It's meant to be now. And I'm not ruling Triple G out. Yes, he's probably going to be a heavy underdog against Canelo, despite, in my opinion, winning the first 2 fights. But like I said, age has caught up to him. I think his legs don't look as quick as they used to. Not that Canelo is like the fastest footwork guy in the world at all. He's clearly not. But I do think these things are going to play a factor. And for me, if I was to make a pick right now, I think Canelo is deservingly a heavy favourite. I just think his ability to go to the body of Triple G in this fight is going to be a huge factor. But yeah, that's my early prediction for now. I'm going to say Canelo, but I wouldn't rule out Triple G. I still think he's got a shot in this fight, and it's going to be an interesting one. Is it the right decision to make? Let me know in the comments down below. I personally was looking for the Bivol rematch. I thought that could have been very interesting with Canelo being able to see what sort of things he could have switched up. But obviously we're going to get the Golovkin fight first. And I am still interested in this fight, very, very much so. So let me know down in the comments below how you think this fight's going to go. And take care, guys. I'll see you next time. I'll probably have a video up. Maybe one tomorrow. I might do a video talking about Gervonta Davis against Rolly Romero. But other than that, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.